Alright, Hero Comics here. Next is Hero Comics Transgender Hate Mail, Homosexual Hate Mail, Atheist Hate Mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are responsible comments I'm made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead and click off the video. Do not like I say there's hate speech on my videos, because there is no hate speech on my videos. It's VJ, that's a story. Girls aren't supposed to have a scrotum. That's not supposed to happen. That's not right. What do you think of that? Safe, non-safe word fan art here. It's like male Frankie from the back. It's like, that ain't right. No. There you go. Female Frankie. Yay! Female Freaky Foster. That's how it's supposed to be. Was it, if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead and click off the video. Don't like it says hate speech my videos. The speech you hate, that's a different story. Let's continue on. People getting things wrong with the comment sections and me try trading around with bioverses and basic biology, and then getting to talk about that. Let's continue on here. I want to go to Foster's home. Foster's home. There's so many of you girls. Well, there's a few girls in there. Foster's home. Yep. Indeed. Got AI stuff is some stuff sometimes. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Let's continue on here. Let's go. Suicide Squad because Justice League hate meal. Basically, some people trying to convince me that Suicide Squad Good Justice League is not a bad game, even though it is. And the live service SRT is definitely a part of that, so let's continue on here. First, it says, Hero Comics, yes, each part of a season is 6 weeks or more, and has different mobs, weapons, and gear that you have to buy. It's useless. Some of it is useless. We'll go from season to season. It's padding, and it's wrong. Okay. Those quests can never leave, and can never leave, and always be played after the season ends. Hopefully, it's in the game still now that it's offline and in disgrace. All featured DLC is free. It doesn't buy a card, you'll buy a sequel. NG is New Game Plus, or harder levels of the games as campaign and missions. There's nothing much to do. It's the same campaign, which is the same story. That's some bullcrap. Also, I doubt you're ever old enough me to play the back in my day card. Most likely, the person said. Yeah, Fortnite. Dang, you wrong. Dang, you're wrong. Don't look at the fact that it's a cheap Fortnite knockoff that's not nearly as good. It says the Fortnite had gotten kind of old, but I can see your point. This one. It's an old live service game. This one. Go. The gaming generations are different than regular generations. Also, you 40 because I am. Also, if you want to play that game, then enjoy it. But I'll continue to warn people against it. Angry fish emoji. That's our problem. I don't know that. Games like Arkham series and Elden Ring are good. So I agree with you on the Arkham series. They're good times. I can't say the same for Elden Ring since I never played that one. However, my issue with the Batman games, James, is that they have the same fighting something anymore. I did too, but they didn't. I do too, but they didn't. They did. They're exploring it. Nope. Oh, sure, let's buy a single-player game, so the same price and not even spend a tenth of the time we would for playing a live service game. That's basically puddle thin, paper thin. Playing all of its new content for free, but it should be free. It's a single-player game. 40-hour single-player game or 100,000 hours of a looter shooter. I know which one I'd rather having. Me too. I say 40 hours of single-player goodness compared to the promise of thousands of hours of live service gameplay. But if they don't make enough money, cash, then they shut down the servers and move on to the next one. Yeah, so they do. That's why a lot of games are failing now. A lot of studios are failing now because they're basically like, hey, let's put it on a live service. Whiz bang, live service. Whiz bang, yeah. Not enough players. Dang it. Yeah, bye. Whiz bang. Bang whiz. Live service game. There you go. Nope. And so I was like, even they shut down the servers. They promised single player offline post launch, so even that's not a problem. I did not know that. Yeah, it's there, but does it have everything in there? And again, it's the same Justice League hate fixer story, isn't it? And now that's all that is. So no, nope, get out of here. Someone says Suicide Squad looks fun if you aren't an entitled nerd. According to Liza was told, it's better than Gotham Knights because of bullcrap. No, it's not. Gotham Knights is better. Quit, B wording over nothing you haven't ever played yet. And like I said, well, it will fail. Not only does it suck, but it's trouble staying online. Laughing with the face, with a sweat face emoji. I said, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is not better than Gotham Knights. This game, that game respected Batman. This will make some dumb and. So we waited 9 years for only Rocksteady to make a life-service trash fire that disrespects both the Arkhamverse, Batman, and the Justice League. Yep, we did. Really hopeful this thing fails because I can't stand this BS anymore. It did. It definitely will. Not even IGN likes it. Blah 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 says what else. Don't like it, don't buy it. Easy. We didn't. It failed. Let's see here. Let's click a Justice League. It's not better than Gotham Knights. That game respected Batman. This one makes him dumb and weak and shoots him on a bench. Angry face emoji, I say. God, I like for that. It's like, what's this? Gaming is truly dead. No, it's not. But, games that do that are dead. So it's not realistically happening to someone else. Something else. You on here? Is there another Richard on there? I get this here now. Suicide Squad. Oh yes, this is a fun one. Outside Xbox. Gonna talk about stuff. I can just hear them now. I basically made a mock post about what the script will be for the Suicide Squad Justice League. Suicide Squad Justice League was a failed attempt to use the legendary Arkham series for a live service game. Why they thought using the Suicide Squad instead of Batman or the Justice League as last playable characters for that, we may never know. Oh yeah, guns. Switch over emoji, smiling switch over emoji. Oh yeah, guns, which is weird because half of the members of the Suicide Squad that you play as don't use guns either. I got 5 likes for that. So I like Suicide Squad. Like that will make a few hundred of you. Of that, at least give you a full game before they move on. Cast emoji. That comment got erased. So I put it back. So there you go. And then let's see here. The fact that this is a live service game makes it bad. Instead of a whole story, we get a small portion of it because they are saving it for next season. What if there is no next season? Then there's the gameplay. Everyone shoots guns. People who don't use guns in comics. Why do they give them guns? They're DC characters. It's like owning a Pokemon franchise. We give them all crossbows. It's time to end this game and make a better one. Justice League. Smiling, smiling with sunglasses emoji. So the entitlement is crazy. That according to Liza was told, Rocksteady already said they were guaranteed 1 year's worth of content. Yeah, but what content? Jump and shoot at this. Jump and shoot at that. Hey, new character, jump and shoot with. That's not a good character. Jump and shoot with these new guns. Yeah, not good. They don't want to make a Justice League game. Then why did they do that? They want to make they want to make a Justice League game. No, they didn't. But they want to make a parody of a Justice League game. Yes, the gameplay is vastly different for each character. Do you even watch the video? This person jumps and shoots this way. This person jumps and shoots that way. Harley Quinn grapples and jumps and shoots. King Shark hovers and jumps and shoots. So vastly different. No, it's not. Nope, jumping and shooting. Nope. Yeah, nothing watched video. Oh yes, I did. You're right. The 4 characters we get into this live service game look different, sound different, and have different ways of getting around in the air and shooting. Well, we could have had a game where Harley flips around and hits enemies with multiple different guns and free attacks. We could have Boomerang only throw boomerangs and use the Speed Force to hit enemies. We could have had King Shark punch and smash enemies like he's a professional wrestler. We could have had Black Deadshot, the only one who uses guns, making them even more unique, making them even more unique, and ask for them not wanting to make a Justice League game. And why is that? They know we like those characters. That's why they killed them off. As a shock moment, like they're an edgy Netflix show. This is not an edgy Netflix show. This is a game. And they need to make money on it, and they killed off their highest grossing stars. It's like a rich oil baron having an oil, hating on oil after it made them millions of dollars. We're in millions of dollars. Where's the thing? This game is doomed, and after it fails, hopefully they will see that this was the wrong way to do things, and they will make a game more of us will buy, like Justice League. And I would not mind playing as these members of the Suicide Squad in that game, with common accurate abilities and not guns. Also, many other live service games have promised this content and then never delivered it because they failed. I hope they at least sell off an offline version of the whole game with all the promised content before they move on. That would be like you're playing Arkham City with people who shoot guns. You're playing Arkham City with people who shoot guns. You're playing Arkham City with people who shoot guns. Let's see here. Those are all completely fair criticisms. I'm fine with the product we got, but when we put the way you did, it's easier to understand the upset. Thank you. I don't think it's bad just because it's a live service. Either, but it's not good. Well, the fear that they won't deliver what they promised is an understandable one. I liked Joker DLC release date. John Clare release date. Let's go. What's this? Yes, identity is a social construct, but biological sex is not. And like biological sex with pronouns is wrong. That's what it says. Here, guys, do not read biological sex isn't binary because of lies I was told. You literally Google this lie, but you're digging your heels in and fighting on something you can